Have you ever found a cool rock and just had to know what it was? Or maybe you've been mesmerized by a beautiful piece of jewelry and thought, I wish I could make something like that. Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a really special group, the Columbia Gem and Mineral Society. It's a whole community built around that exact feeling of wonder. This quote from a past president just says it all, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the vibe of this group. These are rockhounds, people who are just genuinely passionate and, well, down to earth. It's not about being some high level expert, it's about sharing a love for the cool stuff our planet makes. So, what is it that brings all these people together? At its core, it's a shared fascination for all the amazing things that Earth creates. We're talking everything from massive geological formations right down to the tiniest, most perfect crystal. Okay, so officially, the Columbia Gem and Mineral Society, or CGMS for short, is a nonprofit educational organization. But what does that really mean? Well, think of it as having two sides. On one side, it's all about learning, the geology, the science, the history. But on the other, it's about getting your hands dirty with the lapidary arts, which is the incredible craft of cutting and polishing stones. And when I say it's a community for enthusiasts, I mean it covers the whole spectrum. Seriously, whether you're obsessed with hunting for fossils, you're captivated by gemstones, you dream of making your own jewelry, or you're just a history buff who loves learning about old mines, you are going to find your people here. It's the go-to spot for all things earth science. And that passion doesn't just stop at learning about this stuff. It naturally flows into doing, into making. This isn't a group that just admires cool rocks from a distance. Oh no, it's about taking what the earth gives you and creating something new. And this is where that focus on gems and jewelry really shines. Let's be honest, this is the dream for a lot of us, right? The idea of finding a rough, ordinary-looking stone and, with your own two hands, turning it into a polished gem you can set in a piece of jewelry, it's just amazing. And that's exactly what the Society helps you learn to do. They've literally laid out the path for you. You can start at square one, learning how to identify different gems. From there, you'll learn to use the slab saw to make those first big cuts. Then you'll master the cabbing machines to shape and polish your stone into a beautiful cabochon. And the final step, you can take silversmithing classes to create the perfect setting for your new gem. It's a complete journey from rock to ring. And just look at the variety of classes they've offered over the years. It's incredible. You've got the essentials like Gem ID and silversmithing, but then there are these amazing specialized skills like faceting, which is how you get those brilliant sparkly gems, and even ancient arts like flint knapping. They are serious about teaching these hands-on skills. And it gets even better. For members who really want to dive deep, there are special interest groups like the Faceting Guild. Plus, and this is a huge deal, the club gives members access to all the lapidary equipment. That stuff is expensive and takes up a ton of space, so having access through the club makes this hobby so much more accessible for everyone. All right, so once a year, all of this passion and creativity and knowledge gets poured into one massive event. We're talking about the Society's premier showcase, the annual Gem, Mineral, and Jewelry Show. It's the highlight of the year. And when I say massive, I'm not kidding. In recent years, the show has brought in over 1,200 people. So just to be clear, this isn't some small club get-together. This is a major event that pulls in enthusiasts from all over the region. It's the real deal. So what's actually at the show? Oh, just about everything you can imagine. You've got rows of dealer booths selling finished jewelry, fossils, tools, you name it. There's geode cutting, where you can buy a geode and watch them crack it open right there. The surprise inside is always the best part. They have grab bags full of rocks, incredible displays from members showing off their private collections, and live demos where you can see artists cutting stones right in front of you. It's a blast. Now, any group that's been around for a while has a story. And part of the CGMS story is about being adaptable. It's a story about their physical home and the strength of a community that's always on the move. So let me give you the quick history. For an amazing 50 years, the Society held its monthly meetings at the McKissick Museum. They had deep roots there. The Lapidary Workshop, where all the magic happens, was on Frink Street in Cayce. That's spelled C-A-Y-C-E, pronounced Casey. But that lease ended back in 2019. After the pandemic, things shifted, and now the club is actively searching for a new, permanent home, a single spot where they can hold meetings, lectures, and have the workshop all under one roof again. But here's the thing. This search for a home isn't a sign of trouble. It's proof of just how strong this community is. They've kept the meetings going, the annual show is bigger than ever, and that passion is still the glue that holds everything together. This is a community that's defined by its people, not by a building. Okay, so after hearing all of that, you're probably wondering, how do I get in on this? Well, the good news is they'd love to have you, and it's really easy to get connected. And that's really what it comes down to, right? This isn't just about joining a club. It's about stepping into a story that's been going on for a long time and helping to shape what happens next. So here's everything you need to know. First, bookmark their website, www.cggms.rocks. That is your #1 source for info. The monthly meetings have fantastic speakers and presentations, and they're totally open to the public. You can find out where they're meeting each month by checking their online newsletter called Rocky Trails. And don't forget to mark your calendar for the big show every November in Columbia. Now listen up, because this is the most important part. Since the club is currently using different locations, you absolutely must check the website for the most current information. If you find an old flyer or newsletter, the details in it might be outdated. Seriously, the website is your best friend, so go check it out. Who knows what treasures you might uncover?